So this part is if, so the other part was if you have two logs, right, one on each side. This one is if you just have one log equal to a number. Okay, so just one log is the condition. Okay, and then we have to make sure the log is in this form, which is the proper form. Okay, if it has to look like that. So one log, and it has to look like that. Okay, so here we go. Let's do this. 1a. A is log of 2, 3x minus 4 equals 7. So the question is it in the proper form? Does it look like this? Okay. If you struggle to see that, because of course, just practice, this is the B. Okay. Whatever's inside the parentheses, that's the A. It doesn't matter how much stuff is inside the parentheses. If it's inside the parentheses, it's the A. And then the thing after the equal sign is your X. So the answer to that question, yes, it is in that form. Okay? So if it is in that form, here's the key to these. I'll put it in red because it's important. You convert to exponential. These are even easier than the last ones. Promise. Okay, check this out. All you do is this. So this is what you learned Monday, okay, when you're converting to exponential and logarithm. That was the purpose, so that we could get here. So remember the arrows? You do this to this. So it's 2 to the 7th power. That's how you convert to exponential. And then it circles back, equal 3x minus 4. That's exponential. And you just follow the arrows. Okay. Now, what is that big deal? Now it's again 8th grade problem. Okay. All that is 2 steps. Add the 4, divide by 3. Super easy. So let's finish it off. What's 2 to the 7th? Is it 128? I think. Somebody check that for me.
Yeah.
Okay, 128. And then I just want to get the x by itself, so I add 4 to both sides. 132 equals 3x, because those cancel. Then I'm going to get the x by itself, so I divide both sides by 3. And I get x equal, I don't know, whatever that is. 44? No. Do you have 43.7? I think. See if you type in 32, you might type in like 31 or something.
I got 44.
Okay. Okay. And again, the checking is the same. Okay, you plug it in. No, okay. So let me give you my experience wisdom. Okay. Is this one a good to check on the calculator? Well, think about this number. Is it gonna be easy to find 44? Not that. I mean, you're gonna have to play with the window. So this one is faster to plug it in than to play with the window until you get to 44. You get what I'm saying? Unless you're really savvy at manipulating your window. Okay, 1b. So same type of problem. ln of 2x equals 9. So again, the big question you have to ask with these is it in this form? What do you guys think? It's in disguise, right? Because what does ln really mean? Log e, right? So it's in disguise. That's the costume. Now it's in that form? Yes. Okay. This is your b, that's your a, and that's your x. I know it doesn't have parentheses, but they're together because they're multiplying. So now you just do the arrows. Right, so e to the 9th equals 2x. This is called exponential form. E to the 9th is just a number. E is just a number. To the 9th power is just a number. A really big number, but it's just a number. And then you're going to divide that number by 2. And you get, I don't know, I think it's 1,000 or 2,000 or 4,000 or something like that. 4,000 after you divide it. Yeah, 4,000. What? Huh? I think it's 51.5 if I remember. Is it?
4,051.
I have a good memory. Yeah. Would this one be good to check on the calculator by graphing? No, it's in 4,000. You have to get your window way. Now, if you're good at knowing how to mess with your window, you could do it pretty quickly. But if all you know is how to zoom out, you're going to be there for a couple of days. Zooming out, zooming out, zooming out. Right? So you don't want to do it that way. Okay, question, guys, on this one? It's better to plug it back in. Just put this number in here and see if it equals 9. If it equals 9, that's the right answer. That's the true answer. Okay, 2A. So let's go up in category. Just slightly more difficult. Actually, I think it would even same category, but it just has one extra step. So again, the big question with these is I know I sound like a broken record, but is it in this form? Yeah, some of you say yes, some of you say no. See your head shake. So here's the difference. Here, let me show you. B, okay, B is good. X is good, right? X. The question is A. Who's A? Well, A is who's inside the parentheses. So this is A right here. But who's this guy? Right? It doesn't have a place there. It's out of place. So we got to fix it. How do we fix it? Yeah, just move it over, right? Subtract it. Well, add it because it's subtracting, right? So we just move it. And now, just doing that simple step, now it's in the right form. So not always did they come, ready to go. You have to move stuff or add something. So there's your B. So 6 squared. Okay, go ahead and solve that real quick. A lot easier, right, guys? It's a lot easier than those of you that finished the homework yesterday. They got pretty tough, but these are a lot easier. And this is really the end game. Like, this is really what we're trying to do, is trying to solve. So 36 minus 7 is 29. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, so x equals 29. Okay. You can graph it, but it's going to be at 29. Just remember that. Or just plug it back in. Your choice. Is that okay, guys? All good? Following? Okay. Last one. 2B. Okay, now this is really important. When you're doing your quiz or test or whatever, they don't come separated for you. They don't say, hey guys, this is the 2 log ones. Hey guys, this is the 1 log one. No, they come mixed in. They just say solve. They don't tell you what type it is. So let's pretend when you saw this, I imagine the first thing that's going to come in your mind is, oh, this is a 2 log problem, because obviously there's 2 logs, right? So I want you to notice the difference, okay? Now remember, with the 2 logs, you need 1 on each side. So yes, you could move this. Let me try this. I don't know if I can. I'm going to experiment here. How do you select? Well, let me loose you. Okay, hold on. Let's see this. Oh, it didn't work. I wanted to move just this, but you can move this. If you moved it over here, right, you would have a log in both sides. But what about the 5? Can we get rid of that 5 somehow? It's always going to be there. There's a 5. I mean, if you move the 5 over here, it's going to be a minus 5, but the 5 always gets in the way, right? You can't just get it down to just 2 logs. Impossible. So it's not one of those. That's how you tell the difference. So that must mean that it's one of the ones with one log. But you're like, well, wait a minute, there's two logs. But how do we make two logs into one log? Multiplication. Okay, that's what we did yesterday and Tuesday. So this becomes a multiplication. I was just trying to teach you how do you tell them apart. Okay. Is this in proper form? There's a bunch of stuff inside the brackets. It doesn't matter. That's A. Okay, it doesn't matter. If it's inside the brackets, all of it goes together. So yes, it is in the proper form. So 2 to the 5th equals this stuff. Now again, this one's harder, not because of the log part, because it's a quadratic, not a linear. So you're just not you're not trying to isolate x. Like we have to multiply this binomial, which we've done a million times, so no biggie. Okay. Multiply this times this, x squared, and then this times this is x. We add all this stuff down. What's 2 to the 5th, guys? So, is it 32? 32 equals x squared minus 2x minus 3. Okay, you following me? Makes sense so far? How do we solve this though? Or what do we do from here is the question. It is a quadratic. Move the 32, right? Because we need it equal 0, right? For quadratics, you need them to equal 0. So we move the 32. How do we solve that?
Factor it.
Factor it, or what if you're not so good at factoring? Plug it in, y equals, graph it. If you love the quadratic formula, you could use the quadratic formula. Probably nobody will use it, but x. So again, if you're good at factoring, you're gonna be able to do this faster than what it takes you to plug those into the calculator. Okay. But you can use the calculator to check too if you want.